In this episode, I'm answering two of the most important questions that you might have. Hello everybody, my name is Paul Webster, author of Just Pass Math, a success guide for parents and students. And in this episode, I'm answering two questions that you might have. The first question that you possibly have as a student or as a parent is, Paul, I'm in grade 10 next year and I need to choose my subjects, or I need to pick my subjects. And you're probably wondering, what subjects should I choose? Okay, so in what class should I go, or what subjects I should register myself for? So usually there's a package at every school. I'm not sure how it works at the other schools, but this is what they mainly do at the public schools. And it really depends. You will have to look at it the long term. It really depends on what you're going to do in the future. Okay, so you're grade 9 now, even if you're grade 8, you should think about it now already. What subjects do I need to take in order for me to become an engineer? What subjects do I need to take if I want to become a music teacher or a professor in a specific industry, if you want to become an artist and all of those things. And this is something that you should really think carefully about, because in grade 10 you're going to learn a lot of stuff that you can apply in grade 11 and in grade 12. Okay, so you should think now really as a grade 9 student, because usually if you especially with math, so in grade 12 you will be tested on the stuff that you've learned for 11 years. And so that's why. And the most important years obviously is in grade 9 and 10. 8, 9 and 10, right? Because in 11, you're going to take all of those knowledge that you've learned in grade 8, 9 and 10 and apply it in grade 11 and in grade 12. So back to the question. What subject should you register for? Like I said, it really depends on what you're going to do after you graduated from high school. In my case, I know it was going to be in the science industry, and I thought, okay, I need to choose the subjects maths and science. So that is pure maths and physical science and biology, right? And geography. They have different names now, but that's the most important subjects was maths and physics, because I know it was going to be in the science direction, right? And obviously English, Afrikaans, or Xhosa, the languages are compulsory, so there's no to talk about that. But that's the question that you should ask yourself. But if you're going to choose, this is the problem I had with many students. This is a problem I had with parents as well. So I remember even on university when I got there were students that were in my chemistry class, but unfortunately they didn't have pure maths, or I think it pure maths or maths at their school. So they had to sit extra year, okay, or they had to do an extra course. But remember, it's going to be really hard for you if you're not. It's going to be much more challenging for you if you're not going to have that pure maths, if you're going to go into this in the science industry. But if you know that you're not going to do anything, this is the last time that you're doing maths. That's why you even have maths, because you know. I think this is a real indication that you're not going to maybe further your studies in science, okay? I'm saying an indication, and I put it in inverted commas, because I know there's a possibility that your school might not even offer, or you don't have a maths teacher. So you have to take maths literacy. But maths literacy is usually an indication that you're not going to further your education in the science. Okay, that's because remember, there's a few things that I do mention in the book that, pure maths is going to open a lot of doors for you. So this is what I usually suggest to students if they're in grade 9. I tell them, look here, you don't even have a taste of pure maths. Grade 10 pure maths. Okay, grade 9 it's okay. Most of the students will get through grade 8 and grade 9. But try and register for pure maths in grade 10. And then I think certain schools will say, look here, if you can't cope with it within the first 2, 3, 4 months, you can switch over to maths literacy. And you can even do this in grade 11 and grade 12. But don't undervalue yourself. Like, go for that pure maths in grade 10. Go for it. See how it goes and do it. Because the thing with pure maths is, let's say you find out, okay, in grade 10, or in grade 10 somewhere, you find out, oh, engineering is quite cool, or science is actually, if you go for expos, university, open days, they call it open days, and if you go there and you say, oh, I actually want to study chemical sciences or chemistry or science or biology, I want to be marine biologist, but you don't have pure maths. And that's the thing that can be a kind of a stumbling block. So that's why you want to go for that pure maths in grade 10 already. So to go for pure maths in grade 10 and try it out for a few months. You can always change in grade 10 and grade 11. I think there's certain schools that even up until grade 12 that you have an opportunity to change to maths literacy. So go for pure maths in grade 10. Pick that subject. And even if you want to go for science, pick it, okay? See how it goes. The next question is, this is a question that I get from a lot of parents, is they ask me, Paulvin, what school should I register my daughter or my son for? And this is a really difficult question, a challenging question. All of my friends, look here, I went to university. My school fees was 250 Rand, but I used to sit next to people where their school fees were 250,000 Rand. So that's 250,000 Rand. And so this is my advice to you as a parent. It really depends on your budget and what you can afford. And it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that if you're going to send John or Sarah to that school, not non-public school, that he or she is going to certain schools that push their kids to perform really well. They will do whatever they have to do because the 100% pass rate, and they want to keep that record for the next 500 years. That's why I said, but it doesn't mean, at the end of the day, it really depends on, and you want to make it convenient for yourself and also convenient for your daughter or your son. Is he or is she happy at that school? If she or he is not happy at that school and there's a lot of stuff going on, take him to another school, register him from a different school. But it doesn't mean, especially when in certain communities, people ask me, what do you think about this school? So they're being specific. They ask me, what do you think about, because I used to work with a lot of students, but that was very long ago, and I can't judge the school, and everybody adapt. People adapt to environments differently. So your child, you might say, okay, Paulvin, but John is very quiet at home. I'm going to send him to this Christian school. Does it mean he's going to be quiet at the school? You don't know. So you can't judge. You can't judge the situation in that way. That's not a cool way to answer your question. There's another video that you should check out. I think you should go and click on this link in the description box. So just click here and don't forget to download your free chapter. I do mention a few things. There's a few golden nuggets I do mention in the first chapter that I think, and it might give you that boost to get your copy. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.